Hi everybody, and welcome back to the back room of my house and Hither Green TMD in O-Gauge. Well, it arrived in the post this week. Here we are, in print, proper print this time, not just a printed out page off the internet. So page 86 of the April BRM magazine. It's over there still. So the 50 hasn't moved, but what has? Cromptons. Got lots of cromptons, and we're going to go have a look around those in a second or two. But just an update, we survived tropical cyclone Saroja unscathed. Unfortunately, a lot of damage further north from here. It was pretty devastating, but we got off very, very lightly, so we'll take that as a win. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to take a close-up look at each of the cromptons in turn, look at the detailed differences of plates, livery, bits and pieces that I have changed, and we'll look at the differences that Heljan have made in comparison to what I required. So without further ado, we shall get a close-up view and I'll bring you down closer to the layout. Let's start with 33008. We'll go to the front of the loco first. So the difference is from the Heljan model, because theirs was the later 1995 version of the livery. I've removed the headlight, I replaced the stars and the overhead warning flashes because they are different, location wise that is. We now have an etched nameplate fitted approximately 2/3 down rather than centrally on the white line. And we have the blue top stator panel, the Eastleigh shed sticker, and the 33008 text rather than the D number. This is pretty much ready for weathering. We're going to do a little job on the cab windows in the very near future, so we'll get that one out of the way. So this is 64. We have lowered the black band down to the handrails on the cab front, which is where it should be on these. It doesn't stop at the moulded line. What you can see is the edge of the windscreen glass here. That is what we're going to address in the next video shortly. We have applied new sector logos on the cab side of a slightly different colour to the Heljan ones, the others not being quite right. So to match, obviously we've done this end. I've not yet fitted the numbers because of what I want to do with the cab windows and the handling of the logo, and I'm still waiting for the etched double arrows to go on the cab side. Once you've got the arrows on, then I can line all the numbers up from that. So that is where we are with 64. The next logo we have on the lineup is 33055. Now, first thing we'll notice here is we have an etched 73A plate on the cab front, relocated the blue stars to where they should be on this logo, as well as the overhead warning flashes. Let's zoom out a bit from this one. Now the overhead warning flashes are about a panel's worth away from the top of the door, which will be different to 22 because that's where they were in real life. We've got the hand painted orange stripe on the cant rail because this is the updated version of the 1970s version of the model from Heljan. And obviously the 33055 Stewart's Lane shed plates on there, and also replaced the double arrows for slimmer versions, the Heljan ones being slightly fat. That's where we are. So again, it's got all its transfers on, just need to paint the weathering on it. Now we have 33022. Now the difference is it still has got the BR double arrows. I'm going to replace those. The stars have been moved, the overhead warning flashes added, and we have the SR engineer sector chevron flashes, whatever you wish to call them, on the cab side. Again, we have the hand painted Cantrail stripe 33022 and the Stewart's Lane. So 33053, where are we with this one? Okay, so we have lowered the black band again on the windscreen, replaced the sector logos with the light of coloured version. I've also carved the front of the cab because this loco in this time frame had sort of had a few close encounters, should we say, with some buffers of wagons, I assume, and has creased the front panel of the loco, and is as such the same condition as we have with 64. So again, you can see the crystalline effect around the edge of the windscreen, which is what we're going to address in the next video. We're going to make the windows fit better and lose that effect, which we have done on 050. If I can zoom in, possibly you might pick it up. So there we have 33050, 053, 022, 055, and then we come outside the shed, we've got 064 and 008. Quite a Crompton fest. So there we go, guys, wall-to-wall Cromptons. Shame doesn't quite pick out on the video the perspective and that you can get as a person getting down low and looking at these models, but there we go. Maybe one day at an exhibition it'll be able to be seen close up. So that's where we're at. And in other news, on the Class 20 front, we have the transfers on the way from Steve Bell, so that's appreciated there. I have some styrene sheet which I'm going to be trying to use for the modified grills on the noses of the 37 to make it 667. Hopefully that'll come out and you'll be able to see that in the next couple of videos or so. So what I'm now going to do, take all these Cromptons apart, take the bodies off, take them outside, get the airbrush out, and have a bit of a weathering production line going. And I'll show you the results of that in the next video. See you then.